Just the one. I want to cover the main.
Again.
That's why I'm not allowed to dance in public. Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Runs0b3r podcast. This is episode number
21.
21.
Right?
21.
El 21, mira. Vamos haciendo la cosa.
Yeah, today we have two special guests. We're at the Trailhead Running Supply still. And we have Audrey Springer.
You see, you wake those kids up. They wait to clap like, but you know me. Like, you know.
And Jason Hammel. Jason Hammel, right?
Yeah, bring your own.
Fantastic. So, and to the right of me is
Eric J. Henderson.
Eric J. Henderson. And I am Brandon K. Veltman. So, Runs0b3r podcast, we don't only talk about running and sobriety, but all walks of life. For every one of us has a unique story. The journey begins and ends with you. So, Jason, I'm going to start with you, buddy. When I first met you, we were out here running, and I was telling Darren this just a while ago, that I brought my buddies that were Ironman finishers. And so you were running the faster group, I guess, running the faster group out there. And so I remember my buddy was kept on and on about all of his accomplishments, about Ironman accomplishments. And you told him, it's not about what you did in the past, man. It's about the now, you know? And ever since then, for one, when you said that, I was like, woohoo, finally he won't be talking about this anymore, you know?
Soft body check. I love that.
Because I know it is a soft body check, and I loved it too, man, because I was just like,
check.
it's so true, man.
Did
it's
I
like,
do that?
yeah. And I was like, that's
was
what
polite.
you need, though. You need that. You need, you don't
it's
want somebody
freaking
to
truth.
just rattle on about their past, and like, oh, I did this and this and this.
I used to.
I want to, and then, so Jason was like, I want to know what you did now. So to that point, I was like, I was just telling Darren, I was like, there's, well, Lulu, my girl, she was like, hey, who should I get to coach me? And I was like, you know what? I would get German Garcia, which is BAM, number one. I said, if I lived in Tyler, Texas. I said, if I didn't, I would be getting Jason right here. And then I told her why. And I go, because this guy is more of a beast mindset. And I don't know, I've never seen you coach anybody, but just your mentality, you like to do last man standing. You like this, I mean, that's means that you're going for it. You know what I mean? When people do those kind of events, that means that they're ruthless and they're ready to go, you know, and they're going to give it all they got. And that's what you want behind your coaching. You want somebody that's going to basically kick ass for you, you know, and teach you what you need to do and show you the grind, man. Let's get it. You know, so that was my whole thing behind that. So if it was a local coach here in the DFW Metroplex, hey, Jason's your man.
Man, I appreciate it.
I just want to tell everybody that.
I gotta tell you, even just casually, I'm living off the secondhand smoke that I pick up here in the store with Jason. And that I remember it was a couple of years ago. He says, "Yeah, I macked 100." He didn't use those terms. He did well in 100. He said, "But I never trained more than 12 miles here, there." But it was a consistent plan. And for somebody coming new into it, I mean, no, I didn't think you had to run 100 to do 100, but I did have the reflex concept of there must be these 100-mile weeks stacked up. But then there's sometimes hard work is cheating, meaning if you haven't earned your plan or if you're trying to shortcut with time, with heart, it doesn't work. And so the optimizing, just building the body, that's what I got. They build the body for this time frame and for what you're trying to do. That's what I'm getting from Jason when I was like, oh snap, this is good stuff, man.
Yeah, we see it in the sport a lot, right? You know, people get into this, they watch some YouTube videos. Next thing you know, they're fired up, going to run through a wall. They've got some Goggins in them, something like that.
Yeah, don't read.
Now we got to go run 100 miles on a broken leg and all that sort of thing. And, you know, there's a time and place for grit, and there's a time and place to do stupid things, but there's a time and place to like put in the work day in, day out. You know, we'll kind of probably dig deeper into the levels as we get through this, but man, the reason why I'm a runner is because it's the thing in my life that taught me the consistency in showing up can be everything.
Yeah.
And it can change cultures. It can change the people around you. It's definitely going to change yourself.
True.
So I want to start, Jason, with tell me a little bit about your running history. I don't know anything about it. Did you run in college, high school, anything?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Did you play sports? Any sports? No?
Played a little bit of sports. You know, I'm proud to say I was kicked off my high school tennis team, not once, but twice. So had a little Johnny Mac in me, a little Johnny Mac and roll,
Everybody needs a little Johnny Mac.
little temper. So, you know, there's a lot going on with teenage Jason, but fast forward to, I was probably like 32, 33, something like that, kind of in that stage of life of realizing like, man, there's got to be more. Like, I work with my mind, I work with my body, but I don't really explore what the body's capable of.
Yeah.
And I don't know what got me out the door the first time to run a mile. And you run that mile and you don't stop.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, I want to run 2 miles.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
stop.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, it just kind of snowballed from there. Ran a 5K, like a local 5K in October. And, you know, scratch everything I just told you a couple minutes ago. I signed up for my first marathon right after that. So
Starting in your late 20s.
about 6 months later, I was at Oklahoma City doing my first marathon.
Nice.
But yeah, road runner for 5 or 6 years. Got invited to do a Ragnar trail relay. Had to do the ultra because, you know, why not?
Right. Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. So I was already, I think, an ultra runner without knowing that was a thing or knowing that was going to be my future. And went and did that event. It rained like 8.5 inches overnight. It totally flooded our like tent area. And it was awesome and terrible and all those things. And it just made me want more. So,
Nice. So on the streets, did you do anything that was spectacular or anything?
So, you know, it's funny. How do you define spectacular, right?
Well, I was telling Drew and them that the elites of the streets in my mindset is someone that'll run under a 3-hour marathon.
Well, I'm glad you set me up for that. It's very kind of you. You've been looking at my race results.
Oh, I haven't at all.
So I do have a lifetime best of 259
Hey,
and change.
there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I actually got that after I went to the trails and then came back to the road, right? I found strength on the trails and then brought that back. Real quick on that, though, what I really have to attribute a lot of that to is I hired my first coach. So before I became a coach, I was coached.
Right.
And really, you know, as I said, didn't play high school sports, hadn't kind of gone through that process of being coached and being coachable. So a guy named Matt Daniels lives in Colorado now, used to be an Arlington, Texas native, and I guess didn't used to be, but was. And, you know, the thing that he would always impart to me is I'd have a great training run, I'd have a great race result, and he'd say, that's great, what's next? Can't wait to see what you do next.
Right.
And I think when I was kind of self-led and like making all the mistakes that a lot of early runners do, I kind of convinced myself that my ceiling was like this 3:25, 3:30 marathon.
Right.
And if I just kept running that long enough until I was old enough, I could run Boston, I could do those things. And, you know, lo and behold, that's not what it took, right? It took like not creating my own ceiling, not defining my own limits. I'm a big believer that like the most limiting thing in our lives is ourselves.
Okay.
Oftentimes we like to externalize and we like to say, you know, this person or this thing about the culture. And those are limiting factors, right? Those do impact our lives. But I think what we do to ourselves is even more harmful sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you have it.
Very nice. Did you grow up here locally?
No, Southern Oklahoma guy.
Okay,
so
okay.
not far from here, Durant, Oklahoma. So heard you talking local greats. So Lansing, Michigan had its Magic Johnson. We had our Dennis Rodman. So,
Oh,
that's right.
Dennis Rodman. Shout out. I love Rodman. Hey,
The worm, man.
the worm, yeah. So do you run do you hit the ultras up there in Oklahoma?
So
Do you do Flower Moon, 50 mile?
no. So I wasn't
Outlaw
doing
100
any of that
or
stuff
anything?
then. So I need to get up there. Outlaw runs
Yeah.
outstanding races and some of the toughest races around. So shout out Outlaw, and if
Yeah,
you
shout
haven't,
out.
Can I see if you agree with your LLM self? I use Perplexity, which touches a few different these models. It includes the ChatGPT plus a few others. Let's see. Anyway, Jason Hammel has participated in several notable trail ultras. See if you agree with yourself. And endurance events, including the Grasslands Trail Run Half Marathon, 6th overall in 2025 with a time of 1:44:03. Is that right?
that's correct.
Dadgummit, 2025 is this year. Isn't that this year?
Well, I did run it in 2025, so I think ChatGPT missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, actually, that was this year. I ran it
Yeah.
last year as well. I ran it 1:23 last year.
Lake Murray Endurance
I got
Run,
40 seconds
15:51, 16 in 2019.
And what was that, Grasslands?
Yeah,
What was
Brett,
the
yep.
mileage?
ran the half the last 2 years. Ran the
Half,
50 mile
yeah,
3 years.
6, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then we got Brazos Bend 100 finishing second in the men's 40 to 44 OGs division, 2018 at the and in the 2018-16 at the USATF 100-mile trail championships. I didn't know they had such a thing. USATF.
Yeah, that was so. It was.
They just named that race the.
Yes, so they had the opportunity. Rob Goyen was the race director then, got affiliated with USATF because once a year they do a Trail 100 national championships. That happened to be my first 100 I was going to do anyway.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all you had to do to compete
shoot.
in the USATF is become a member. So I became a member USATF, and now I have an official USATF finish, second in my age group.
That's awesome.
And
man.
we won't
Get
say
in
how
there.
many people were in the age group.
I was all two of
That
them.
doesn't matter.
That's right.
I'm my own grandpa.
Myself, and I. Podium.
Dope.
Hey, Audrey, how are you?
Let's go.
Doing well.
Yeah, doing well. First time I've met you. That's fantastic. You like it here at Trailhead?
I love it here.
Yeah, yeah.
I just had my 1 year anniversary.
That's right.
You've been here 1 year.
And tell us how you landed here. I remember I asked you, like, how did you
Maybe I haven't
meet
been
these
back in 1
people?
year.
Yeah. So I used to be a high school teacher, actually. And when I quit teaching to go back to grad school, I knew I wanted to work at a running shop. I wanted to work small business, run specialty if I could. I live in Denton, so I just looked up the nearest run specialty, called the shop, begged Jason and Drew
Begged?
to let me work here. They told me no.
I mean, it's a pretty
Oh,
narrow,
you shot it down
narrow
first.
search you did. That
What, you
really
guys
is,
full over here or what?
I was already preparing as soon as you went down this line of questioning. I was like,
Yeah.
we are
but there's
so
only
in
one
trouble
shop
right
in your
now.
search. You're like, no, you're the search. Like, this is it, right? Like,
This is it. This is it. So
the podium.
I waited 2 weeks, and then I don't remember I think it was Drew that called me back. So Jason was like, "Nah, not this chick."
Yeah.
Oh,
Drew called me
damn
back.
it. Damn it, Jason.
Yeah, that's that.
No, Drew called me back. He said, "Just kidding. Do you want to interview on the phone tomorrow?" And then on my phone interview, he said, "Do you want to come in the next day and do an in-person interview?"
Yeah.
So, stoked to be here. I love it
Yeah,
here.
we're
Yeah,
stoked to
yeah.
have.
grad school, what are we studying? What are you studying?
Clinical mental health counseling with
Dadgummit.
the focus on art therapy.
Focusing
Okay.
on Jason.
With the focus on Jason's brain.
On the therapy that I will need after this podcast.
That's awesome. What about your running background? I mean, what made you decide to come here and bother these guys to try to get a job?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah, why run specialty as a really specific long tail search? That
Yes.
was.
Yeah, it definitely is. With the caveat that, like Jason said, it's not about what you used to do; it's about what you do now, which are 2 super different things.
Oh, yeah.
But I grew up.
I love that.
I grew up a cross country and track runner in school. I went to college and ran for the University of Oklahoma for a couple years, and then the University of North Texas for a couple years, which is where I did most of my racing. And then totally stopped running when I was teaching and took 2 basically full years off and decided I wanted to come here and pick it back up. So
Nice. So you got any races coming up?
no, I don't. Actually, I haven't even dipped into trail running yet. That's the thing.
Oh, you're a
so-
street runner.
That's dope. That's
You're from the streets.
We said before it's a welcoming
No wonder he didn't
crowd.
want to hire you. Like, she's from
And I
the
haven't
streets.
seen that janky vibe. Like, oh, the roads. Do tell.
I've actually only done 1 road race either, so I wouldn't even call myself a road runner. Like I did collegiate racing.
So
and
you just
then-
like run around the house? Like, how's it work?
Track running.
I don't run on the roads or the trails. trails, but rooftops, yeah, I
Just
get
run
that
too
in.
fast, I'm flying. No,
Oh yeah.
no, I haven't had a ton of post-collegiate racing yet. So not really road, not really trail yet, but
Your first trail run?
That's perfect. That's
my first trail run was with Trailhead.
That's right. That's what we do.
yeah.
That's what we do.
The old
We take 'em from the
baptism,
streets
baptism.
and-
Yeah, yeah.
And if I can shout out Trailhead even more for a second, I totally did not have. I had a very like rigid understanding of what running was. It was a full-time job to me, basically, and it was very rigid.
D1 running is crazy.
It was
man.
everything. I ate, slept,
Yeah.
breathed running in a very rigid way. And here has been a totally inclusive, relaxed, welcoming environment that has just totally, flipped my relationship with running on its head. So I'm very
that.
thankful to the trailhead
Nice.
community. It really built up my relationship with running again.
Same with me, man. It slowed my talk down after all
You're
that
part.
New
You're
York
part of a
nonsense.
beautiful team, also. I think these guys are great.
Yeah, that I am.
The whole team is great over here.
That I am.
She's family.
Yeah, fantastic.
We are the world.
You need a button for
He's
that.
been practicing, man.
Yeah, yes, he loves that song.
I don't know where it came from.
It's a
today,
beautiful
but, yeah.
song, man. That was family right there too. Everybody got together.
This is a
and
choice
sang.
we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true. We
It's
can
true.
make a better
We
way.
can make a better way.
Just you and me.
You and me. Yeah.
There we go.
That's beautiful. Hey, so do you have any ideas of a race coming up?
I had signed up for Grasslands last year, and
Oh.
then like 2 days before, I tripped and fell on a run I was working here.
Not a trail run.
Not a trail run.
That's all right. Yeah.
And I bailed.
What?
Yeah, it was on
Hold
flat ground.
She was cheating on us with the roads.
Fell on
That's
flat
funny.
ground.
Trailhead run.
That's funny. I did that yesterday.
Say that. Wait.
Training.
Let's not run over that. I fell on flat ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
It can happen.
It does. I ate it twice out here on unflat ground, but I've concreted before. I mean,
I did it
If you come to
yesterday.
enough Thursday nights, I'm sure you'll see me do it again.
it's my thing.
There's your invite, people.
Blam.
No,
So,
but
so what was that distance that you were looking at?
I was gonna do the half
Okay.
on trail,
Yeah,
and then
nice.
I would like to do Rockledge this year.
sweet.
If I can get back in shape.
Dude, it may sound like a sacrilege to my ultra folk, but I bet you don't have to do ultra. It would be a heck of a fun thing to get in and do halves and 5K, 10Ks through the woods,
Preach, Eric.
running like they're like. I mean, it's just fun. It's like
Sub-marathon's where it's at.
yeah.
I like that.
Preach.
I need to do that. I need to dial it back.
That's where you
I'm
can
tired
get
of this.
people in.
runs.
And so I'm gonna drag them, tie them into the.
So we got a little jar that we keep behind the cash wrap here. And we used to have it out, and it's still part of the culture. And it's like a swear jar, but there's 2 swear words. Want to guess what the 2 swear words are, gentlemen?
Is it the,
DNF.
Dude, can't always comes up like this.
I can't.
Just and only.
Yeah.
So if you listen to the vocabulary in the running world, especially in the trail running ultra-centric kind of world where we lift up and celebrate all things.
I only
ultra
do 100
distance.
milers.
Yeah.
I don't do.
So people come in, right? And when they say, hey, you're running at Grasslands. Awesome. What distance are you doing? Well, I'm only doing the half mile.
Oh yeah.
I'm only doing the half.
I
yeah.
just
only
run
doing 100 at
11-minute
Grasslands, that's it.
miles.
I'm only doing 13 miles in the freaking woods. Like people just wake up and do that,
That's right. And so for us, that is one of those core value pieces for us.
like that.
Is regardless of what our personal experiences are, we want to celebrate first miles. We want to celebrate. We had a gentleman come out the first time we had Dirt Church, which is on January 1st, 2023. He came and joined us. I don't even think he'd been to the store before. And he did a 5K route that we had out on the trail.
Was it chilly?
I'm sure it was. But it was the first 5K I'd ever done. It was the first trail running I'd ever done.
Dang,
And
that's crazy.
I mean, that was pretty cool to be a part of. Yeah. And to this day, man, that's what governs our thinking.
I like that. That's
Well,
awesome.
It's especially great because I feel like people don't realize in the community that when you build up this tolerance to running super long and you're like, yeah, I'm hitting these 100 milers and, oh, I'm just signing up for the half, that's super exclusive language to use to somebody who's never signed up for a race before. They're coming to group runs.
Yeah.
They're, just dipping
Yeah.
their toes into this community. And it sounds very like, whoa, I could never do that. And you're kind of belittling what I'm trying to do.
Exactly. I got a friend, Ken. He runs.
I belittle Eric all the time.
Am I belittleable?
friends are for.
Am I
I think this is
belittleable or something like that? But yo, he
only does
runs
50 milers.
He does 2.5 miles, but every day. I'm like, dude, you know you're killing people who run 10 and 15 every 15 days, but every day. I said that's life changing. Is that 2.5 miles? I said, what's your pace? So I'm around 10. I'm like, oh, you're good. Yeah, like
That's medicine.
it's health. I mean, it's everything. So
I saw do you know Maria that came in and bought shoes earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I guess it was Sufferfest at 54K. She ended up getting the best time or something ever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I ran with her a few times. I was like, this girl's got to be a beast for sure, man. She's got good grit for sure, man. She's strong, and you know she does jitsu also. So she's. Yeah, I was talking to her husband about that. He used to coach, or he coached Muay Thai, and they're both. She kept telling me, come do jitsu with me, blah blah blah. I've never done non-gi jitsu, so it's always had the gi. You know, you could twist the belt around people's and use the clothing. And but anyways, the 54K out in Sufferfest, I did that, and it was one of my worst experiences in life because it's a night race. It starts at night.
Just now you did it? Just now you did it?
No. I did it, and I wasn't. What I would say, I didn't train for it, so. But I thought
you heard that Morse code,
but-
right?
but-
like that. I didn't. She said I didn't train for it.
I didn't train for it. And I was very cocky, like, 54 kids. I can go out there and do that. Watch. I went out there. Oh my god! I finished that race maybe at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Congratulations on the finish, man.
Summerfest. Yeah. But cutoff was like 5 a.m. I think that was it. So I was, and I saw. I saw a big cat cross the trail. I saw some eyeballs in the bushes, and then they have a lot of wolf spiders all throughout that place, and those things glow at night, And at one time, my headlamp just completely went out, and I was trying to go off of like those little things you put on your shoes that are like. You know what I'm talking about, though? Like a fluorescent little things that you stick on your shoes, So I was using that as my light source through those bushes. But I decided to never go out there again. But that was my experience. That race.
Well, the never again in the running vernacular is often proven
Forget
untrue.
that, yeah.
So we'll see out there. at some
There's a
point.
reason why it's called Sufferfest, because you suffer when you go out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love this is an inelegant switch up. People who get to see thousands of iterations of people. Like, for example, in New York, these guys who dance in the subway. I walk up to him, and I was like, my man, tell me about that lady right there. He said, I don't know her. I said, yeah, you do. I said, what country is she from? And then he peeped. He's like, oh, okay. He said, okay, that one's from Germany. This is Belgium. That right there, that's South Africa. So he's accessing, I mean, the brain is incredible like that. I said, okay, who's going to pay you money? He said, the man right here is going to drop 5. He's going to drop 20. 13-year-old kids in the subway dancing. So you don't have to be savant like so, but you get to see many iterations of people in this space from beginner to whatever. Can you think of anything that would surprise us about ourselves just in the conversations that you hear for people who start with coming in like, I'm just looking for shoes? Like, what are some consistencies that, like, we're not aware of it, even as runners? If I'm the shopper, I'm coming in with a beeline to whatever that may change. But I'm just saying, generally, do you guys see anything that may be just interesting in terms of how we, like, approach the sport or the gear or the whatever?
Jump in first for you. She's got something turning. I know that look, but we see one thing that sticks out into my mind is sometimes we have blank slates come in. I love a blank slate. I love that person that's going to come in and say, I don't know, but I want to know. That's why I'm here. I hear you guys might know. Share with me what you know,
cool, yeah.
right? And, from that place, it's so much easier to get someone to step 1, step 2, step 3. On the flip side of the coin, we have people who come in who know everything.
Yeah.
Often because some self-professed expert, maybe an expert, I don't want to get too far into that, but somebody they've seen on TikTok or whatever, and they're fully convinced this is the way. And I guess I would challenge that with this is a way. And there's many ways. And finding the way that truly resonates deeply within you is what makes the sport something that you're going to return to and you're going to stay with and you're going to grow within. So,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Find your way. Right.
I feel like I see and experience people coming in who have like already put themselves in a box. They've already labeled themselves like the type of person or the type of runner or
Oh, snap.
that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So someone comes in and they're like, I know this is a running shoe store. I'm not a runner. I could never do that, and then you have to.
The stuff we say without even thinking. Like,
Right.
I'm just going to do 5K.
100%. And the brain is such a powerful thing. And so you limit yourself. You choose to limit yourself.
And the body adjusts to that expectation.
100%. And you never do what you did when you found running, which is just have curiosity. Like you said, you always say that. Have curiosity. See, like, what am I capable of doing? Can I go one more? Can I do that a little faster? But people put themselves in that box.
That's crazy nice. That's one of the main reasons I run, because I don't know what's going to happen. I was supposed to go for 16. I got 16, but it was still a mystery to me for a good part of the time.
So I'm glad you used that word. We had a gentleman that was in the store today, absolute just joy of a person to be around. And he's got a big race coming up. It's going to be his first 100-miler. Shout out Ed Brown, Leadville. Go get that buckle, brother. He was talking about the imminent suffering, right? And I got thoughts on that and the suffering we choose, and we should have some gratitude towards that, right? Because chosen suffering is not real suffering. But I kind of challenged him. I was like, yeah, that's going to be out there too. But you know what's going to be out there? He's like, what? It's like magic. Magic is out there, right? Mystery is out there. There's a mystery to be solved. The mystery is, does Ed get his finish? What's the story? That's a page turner. Yeah. Like, I want to know how this story unfolds.
I don't care what the level is, who you are, how you prepared. You don't know what's going to happen. You just saw that at the doggone the trials here 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
But there's one thing that's undeniable. Like, your training tells on you. But then the other thing is that you don't know, and then the brain plays a huge part in that. I just saw Drew doing push-ups, and I do this experiment with with a high school kids sometimes. I said, okay, do 10. You program your brain for 10, that's easy. Now, if I were to tell him, do 10 more, he can't. But if I told him at the beginning, do 20, because every doggone high school football player can do 20, but you should see how difficult that next 10 is compared to the guy I told right next to him, you do 20. I said, both of them did 20, but look at him. And it's only a matter of the programming that happens. And so I appreciate that, because I just imagine, because I'm obviously a victim of that programming my mind into. But now I just yield to the mystery. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm cool with that. I'm just going to train like monster and just keep,
Put that on a running T-shirt. Yield to the mystery. I
Yield
like
to
that.
the
I
mystery.
like that. That's Eric's running shirt now. I'm going to make it soon. So, Jason, you got anything coming up?
So
Races-wise.
I do not have any races right now. That's right.
That's good, though, right?
I am out just
You're
in the world,
always
like
doing
living.
stuff.
So yeah, definitely. I had a few race experiences last year that were challenging, and that's good.
Yeah.
But I kind of came to that, like, I had that moment, right, where I'm like, not to oversimplify, but this isn't fun.
Yeah.
I'm not learning new things. I'm not extracting life from these experiences, and with just some things that I've been through personally over the last few years, I'm like, man, like let's reevaluate. Just because you've had a certain relationship with the sport that I still love, and I still get to race all the time because, you know, I get to coach, and I get to have that experience, and I get to have those first experiences with those folks. And I mean, that's very rewarding. So I'm kind of in a place of just like taking a step back and just trying to like take care of the body, stay active. I get to do the social runs, which just fill me up, you know, and that's good. So
That's awesome.
I'll hop in a race at some point. You know, right now I'm trying to get fast again. You know, like
trying.
You're
trying to get faster. You're already fast.
Okay, thanks. But yeah, I mean, you know, so like if I want to run you know, near my PR pace in a mile. That's something we talked about this summer.
Maybe I think I take credit
You wrestling
for
with that too?
You might have planted that seed.
You're wrestling with that too? The speed thing, because the speed thing, it doesn't go away from your head.
No, it does not. Speed work is fun.
If you've been there,
speed work is a fun way to run.
100%. After running like these long runs, which did so much for me for a period of time, like now what fires me up and what I get excited about is track night.
It's joyful. It's a joyful.
So where do y'all do track night? Is that from the store? Or this is
it's
not?
kind of an unofficial like little group of friends. And again, this is Audrey. This is Kate, who also shout out Kate. Who also joined our team. So we've been very fortunate to add some experienced runners, some youthfulness, different perspectives to our team recently. But yeah, they have that track background. Man, I was just making it up when I did it before. And you know, so I get to run there, and we're kind of like, hey, Kate, what are we doing this week, right? Yeah. And she says, and we're like, no, like, what are we doing this week? Like, that sounds like. I could run for 20 hours, but I don't think I can do that for 20 minutes. You know?
You need 10 400-meter repeats at
15 with a couple all out.
At 130.
You got to understand, man. She cracks the whip.
Gassed. Gasping for air.
Anyway, so that's what I'm doing.
That's
right
good,
now.
though.
I ain't trying to run slow yet either. I'm not just trying to be in the woods. If I'm that, I'm fishing. I love to fish, but I still want to run fast in my life.
come join us.
So what track are y'all at? Different ones or?
No, it's Heritage Middle School.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good to say that because the track is open to the public, but school's starting soon. You also just
Where's that at?
Colleyville.
Colleyville. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that area.
All right.
Sounds good. What nights?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday track night.
Tuesday track night.
Tuesday tacos.
Track Tuesday.
Tuesday tracks.
Don't do the tacos before the track.
Tuesday taco after track. That'd be good. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll have to check it out for sure. We always say that, but we do really need to check it out, Eric.
No, I've been.
To all our guests, we always say we need to check it out.
I've been on the roads because I was like, dog, I've been in
That's
this
a
3
video
years, but I
right
haven't focused on keeping the body used to running fast.
Not a podcast. That's just a YouTube short right there. We'll interview you after like your 12th rep.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think your listeners would like to see that.
All right. So I just bought
That's the yak up moment, I believe. Yeah.
I bought a little portable mics to clip onto people's so we can.
You ever filmed a podcast?
That's all you're hearing. So we'll be doing some of the vlogging while we're doing track work.
Nice.
It'll be fun for sure.
But yeah, it was just, I need to get back to that mile. I ran that Fifth Avenue mile in New York. It was beautiful.
Oh, did you?
Just a straight shot, man.
Yeah.
It's like
That's cool.
so much fun.
Wow.
That's cool. When'd you do that?
Is it when? Shoot. I think I was 30-something, 4:53, and 30.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay,
See you, Eric.
I'm 56 to carry my one, so 4:53 is not likely, but I'm still, because I tested this the other day. I'm like, okay, you can creep into some fives-ness. Like,
I think you could, Eric.
No doubt.
it's gonna hurt, but that's why we have you guys out there.
Yeah, for sure. So Audrey, I got a question for you. If you could be anything other than a human, what would it be? Darren wanted to be a bird earlier.
I like bird. I think I
No,
would
you can't be a bird too. You have to choose something different.
I think I'd be a jackrabbit.
Oh, you're fast, I bet then, huh?
There's some big jokers. There's some big jokers too, aren't they? Like.
Hey, jackrabbit, huh?
I'm not talking myself up. That was just a nickname my dad gave me when I was a little kid.
I like that though. Yeah, that means you were fast though. Dads just don't give strange nicknames to their kids.
It is a strange nickname. No, I was a little softball player back then, so
yeah?
wasn't a runner yet.
That's one step away from jackalope, so I think you did pretty well. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
You just spoke it into your life.
yeah. Jackrabbit.
I like that.
That's good. That's a car dealer.
So
name.
where did you grow up, Audrey?
I grew up in Sanger, Texas.
Sanger. Is that
It
the
is.
outlet mall area? Is there an outlet mall over there in Sanger?
Like north of that.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like north of Denton.
I mean, that's
nothing
what that's what I know it for. I don't know. I
It's a
don't
more
know
like
what's going on there.
a rural town.
Not trying to shit on your town or anything. just
No, go ahead. It's okay.
She'll throw blows, man. You need to watch yourself.
Sanger, Texas.
I'm still
Shout
healing
out
up.
Sanger.
Yeah. So it's north of Denton, you said?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Like a
Yeah.
very like rural community. Although it's
That's
kind of blowing
cool.
up now. Everybody's moving there,
It's a
working
lot
in
of that
Dallas.
happening.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I touch
Is that
every
going
small
out
town
to,
in Texas. No joke. And I'm a Main Street heathen. I love sitting on Main Street and watching nothing. One of my favorites is Calvert, Texas, just outside of A&M. I sit there with a good cup of coffee. They have great antique shops with real stuff you'll never see and stuff closer to cities. And sometimes in places just off, you can find stuff that's not sold as antiques. It's just in a stuff shop. I'm like, yo, it's incredible.
It's where you find authentic.
That's my brand of tourism. I'm in Shreveport right now doing that. Like, yo, this is amazing.
You will find a lot of that in Sanger.
Oh, really?
You would love it there.
Did they have cigar shops there?
Not that I'm aware of, but everybody goes for
Eric
the
loves
Babes chicken.
cigars.
Everybody goes for the Babes chicken.
Oh, Babes.
There's a whole reason people go to
Oh,
Sanger.
the Babes originate there.
That's definitely a
like the
small
second
town
one.
joint. Like
Not even the first.
we're meeting at Babes. Yeah.
Claim to fame.
The
Second.
second opened.
Second Babes. Woo.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't think it's the first.
Is that up? Isn't there Gainesville up there? No.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, it
it's like
is.
Sanger, Valley View, Gainesville.
Okay. Gainesville is the outlet mall, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And the little zoo.
Knew there was something up there.
On the
Bug
outlet
Zoo.
mall still.
Go to the zoo, ride the little train.
There's also a.
That's a good time.
Is there a lake
Can't
up
beat
there too?
Ray Roberts?
Yeah.
Oh,
that,
shit.
that in
I
Sanger?
fished that before.
So I
Dadgummit,
did
yeah.
that before. I rode the MS 150 or MS whatever it is, and we rode up to Lake Ray Roberts and probably through Sanger and all that area. So I think I've been there. Yeah, on a bicycle ride or something, but I've been there. Cool, very nice. What do you live in this area now or where?
No, I live in Denton.
Denton.
Denton now, so I didn't make it
Denton's
far.
awesome though. I like Denton.
No, Denton's
Fry,
really cool.
Fry Street. They still have Fry Street in Denton. Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're woodland in a way, but
Yeah,
there's a bit of it
it's
left.
not the same community as
same.
they used to. Used to be a big hippie art community with artists to musicians and stuff, right? Nora Jones was from there.
There's still a good music scene.
I'm sure.
Yeah, UNT attracts the creatives for sure.
For sure.
I got my art degree from there.
Nice. Very cool.
Cool.
What happened? You went there too, Jason, or what?
No,
she's
No, I-
signaling. So I was like,
You just gave me a look.
college graduate, entering her postgraduate, 2-time college dropout.
oh,
We go
that's
back
all
and
right.
forth on who has the most useless degree, his not degree or my art degree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not agree. That's cool, though. Eric?
No, it sounded like you were about to hit him. It sounded like you were about to hit him with the movie.
I'm about to do some
but
science.
That's it.
I do my thing with
The
photography.
movies.
I
No,
mean,
no
but
movies. Yeah.
Eric's a man of many talents.
Eric, yeah. Eric's a great photographer.
Whole onion scene over here.
He's an artist, everything. Eric's. Tell us a little bit, Eric, about your art and that you have on your business card. I want to know about that piece.
all right, without
Y'all never seen it.
Without yanking into the next people's podcast, I will because I can't not geek on this. I always have it with me, and it's always loaded. It's a 1950 Kodak Brownie Hawkeye. I've been commissioned to shoot 2 Super Bowls with it. I'm laughing because security came at me like, "Man, really?" but I was working for a Bombay Sapphire, and this is the only camera I use. I found it on the ground in Harlem in 2003. Changed my life. Bought it from a homeless guy that I talked to. He just walk by every day, have a conversation. I was like, "How much is that?" He said $5. I was like, $5? You crazy? Everything's $1. He said, "Look at it." I was like, "Okay, I'll take it." And so it ended up taking me around the world from the Metropolitan Museum of Art to Studio Museum in Harlem and Brazil, Morocco. It changed my life. Yeah, so.
It's beautiful, man. I like it.
I retract what I said about my art degree being useless. I apologize.
It ain't useless. That's what I'm saying.
Art's never useless. Hey, Jason, what's the toughest race you've done, buddy?
Oh goodness, many tough races.
What's one that just said, "Fuck, this sucks, man"?
My retirement race.
Okay, I want to hear about
The
it.
reason why I'm now doing track workouts and a sub-marathoner. I'll try to encapsulate this in a brief story. But so Western States 100, right? So got to run Boston Marathon.
Yeah, sweet
bucket list achievement there. It was, there's some concern like when you do something like that, is it going to be that? Is it going to live up?
Yeah,
right.
Was it fun?
It was a wonderful experience.
Okay.
Wonderful experience.
I've never wanted to run it, but I qualified for it, but I didn't.
Just wanted to have the experience, and for 25 miles, it was pretty cool. And something about when you turn on Boylston and you're heading for the finish line, and you think about every mile that you ran to get there, and like you're running every mile all at once at the same time.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like some transcendent stuff, and so. I'm like smiling, I'm crying, like the pictures, I look like a maniac. Like I put this guy in some like cuffs and
all the kids are
straight
backing
jacket,
away.
but
What's new?
it was just, what is new indeed. Western States was like that other thing that I wanted to do and had 4 years of qualifiers. We got through the COVID year, so that was a postponement deal. And, I'd kind of gotten to the point where it's like, man, I'm kind of getting a little burned out on the journey. I'd had some physical challenges on a couple of my qualifiers, but I'm like, time is running out. Man, I better sign up for a race in Ohio and fly there, unprepared, untrained. And, but it's flat, so I can power hike 130 hours because it's flat.
Right.
And, let's just say that's a podcast in and of itself of all the S that went wrong that day. And how I ended up sleeping in the race director's car. And,
Yo,
I'm telling you.
I love that. Waking up in the parking lot like, whoa, who?
Dude.
What was her name?
I've done it.
So I will say at this point, because of what it kind of represents in my running life, because even though I'm at peace with that streak has ended, and I'm at peace with understanding that might not be my destination.
Yeah.
There's also that tinge, that melancholy of like, man,
What if?
Yeah.
A lot of what ifs.
Yeah,
I hate that.
or that just might not be.
Saudade.
But man, is that not life? And so running teaches you when you're successful at it, and it teaches you when you fail at it.
Yeah.
And sometimes what you think is failure is just an object lesson, right?
Yeah.
You're right.
So
I like that right there, man, because I DNF'd my last 2 races, and I'm about to hit Habanero 100, and I told myself, if I'm DNFing this race, this next race, I might just leave my shoes on the trail and just
walk away.
Because this last one, I was just telling Darren that it was at Speed Goat, and there was a lady that clogged up the trail in the beginning where it was a dead stop behind her, right? So we're all just sitting there waiting because it's such a fine trail that you can't get around her. You know what I mean? You're just climbing up a mountain, basically zigzagging there. So it was a dead stop behind her. After I DNF and I'm sitting at the finish line, that lady comes through and finishes the damn race. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, God, this ate at me after that. I mean, physically, I was not prepared for it. Like my lungs and everything weren't good enough to finish a mountain race. But,
Nature always
But for her
wins,
to
boy.
come flying through with her little pole, she pulled the whole damn race.
Right.
Even on the flat stuff, she was pulling along. And I was just like, and I see her come finish, and I'm just like, It's so deflating. I was like, maybe I should just quit now and never run again. I was like, if you got these elderlies in wheelchairs, just blow them by you in the end. It's like, geez.
So I got two quick thoughts for you.
Yeah.
And I gotta share them before we move on because
Sure.
First I want to encourage you and say at Habanero 100,
Yeah.
You know, and this is cheeseball, but I'm cheeseball sometimes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you've heard the expression, like, be like a goldfish, right? Have a short memory. One of the most challenging things once you have some races under your belt and you have some experiences under your belt is you know what it takes to finish.
Right.
And because you know that self-negotiation that you go through that either keeps you on the trail or convinces you now's the time to stop is full of those memories of how hard it's going to be, how painful it might be. So if you truly want it, you're going to have to be like a goldfish. You're going to have to be running your first 100.
Okay, I got what you're
Not
saying.
your second, not your third, not your whatever.
Don't tap into what you know.
Exactly. You're gonna have to.
You
You're gonna
gotta
have
know
to,
nothing,
Exactly.
basically. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So that's one quick one there.
Yeah.
And then you reminded me. So I'm gonna tell a flip side of the coin story to your lady finishing at the finish line. So at Canal Corridor 100, that's the one in Ohio. The one I finished mile 73. Took an Uber back with my friend from New York. Anyway, I spent, I want to say, miles 40 through about 55 with a guy named Nathan. And we all make trail friends when we're out there, you know, on these journeys. And so Nathan was running his first 100. He had a pretty good crew with him, so that was encouraging. What I didn't share about that race is we had, and this is no oversight, we had a monsoon. I mean, we had crazy weather all night. So, you know, when you hit nighttime, already your whole universe becomes what you can illuminate, right? And then in all that rain and everything else, your world becomes very, very small.
Right.
And so hours and hours had passed. I'd finally gotten the keys to my rental. I'd gotten to the Airbnb. I'd gotten 3.5 hours sleep. And I was like, I really want to get up there and see the last finishers. I know what they've been through. They've been through just the longest night of their lives. So I get there, and, you know, I'm watching some people coast in, and it's always like, whether you're at aid station, finish line, whatever, it's always just inspiring, right, to see just all the walks of life, all the different people. But I hear the cowbells going off in the distance, and I'm like, man, whoever this is, they better hurry. Because there's like 8 minutes left on the clock, and I can't see anybody. And lo and behold, I pop up. I'd like to say I sprinted over to see, but I hobbled over to see who was coming. It's my man, Nathan.
Oh, nice.
And so here comes Nathan. It's finally stopped raining. He's just in some ill-fitting like hoodie, sweatshirt that probably one of his crew people gave him. He's looking a mess. But, I mean, I'd be lying to you to say I didn't cry that day, like seeing Nathan finish, man, because like that was my dude. That was my finish.
Right.
Like I didn't get to cross
That's
the finish
beautiful,
line
man.
myself,
Yeah.
but Nathan did, and I gave him a big old hug at the end. I'm sure he's thinking, man, I don't think we bonded that much.
Who are you again?
That's crazy you said that, because even though that ate at me, that lady finished, I still was at the finish line congratulating every single person I was on that trail with. You know what I mean? Because I shared dirt with them and stories for the longest time, that I did congratulate every single one of them. And they were like, damn, you finished fast, blah, blah, blah. They thought I finished the race. You know, I was like, no, I failed, man. But it's what it is. You know?
Exactly.
It's part of life.
That's
you know?
it,
So,
man.
yeah, man, that's crazy. Crazy. Good stories, though, man. I like that. So I always ask all my guests, I'm going to start with you, Audrey. What's your favorite movie?
I thought about this. I think my favorite movie is Better Off Dead, featuring John Cusack.
Yeah, that's good, though. John
love
Cusack
it.
was great, man. Back in the day. I thought I really enjoyed it.
It's up there for me at least.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah. What about you, Jason?
Oh man, I've been going back and forth on this one. I got a couple movies that we used to watch as kids. You know, the old VHS days.
Oh, VHS. Wow.
That's
man.
right. So for the younger crowd, if you don't know what a VHS tape, okay. Anyway, Google it.
No, yeah, for sure. There was Beta too. I don't know if you knew Beta before.
Betamax.
Beta was Beta.
Yeah.
Betamax.
So one that always just makes me smile, one that I still quote probably weekly, is Princess Bride. That may make me a
man, I got that on
complete
DVD.
goober, but I'm a girl dad. And I get
yeah,
to relive it with them. So I'm just
That
going
had Andre the Giant was
I'm
in
going to
that,
stick
right?
with it. That's right.
You remind me of a little movie I saw, Little Miss Sunshine.
Yes.
Was it like,
That's a fantastic movie too, man. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I don't go,
Wasn't that
I don't
the
see
was it
many
Little
movies,
Miss
but that one
Little Miss
stuck.
Sunshine, the Vanna family that just traveled? Didn't they travel around? Yeah, and they had their own little story.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, beautiful.
The
Beautiful
little
story,
girl
too.
to be in pageants. That's right. But what was the name of the film you just said again? It was
Princess Bride, man. Are you not familiar?
no.
Put it on your viewing list.
Dude,
man.
I saw Star Wars in like 1998 for the first time. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it.
All right, so fun
But-
fact, I was born on Star Wars Day.
Yo.
May 25th, 1977, the day Star Wars came
That's
out.
awesome. I'm a huge Star Wars fan too, man.
There you go.
Man, I got all the collection toys, all kinds of stuff, and it's still in the box,
No,
man.
it's
I'm
all
like,
in the box.
yeah, but not the
serious.
originals. But
Okay.
when they released all the new films then I started buying up that, and then I do have originals though, but they're not in the box.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm a big Star Wars guy. Do you you guys have anything you want to plug? Do you have like IG, anything that?
Yeah, go follow Trailhead Running Supply on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I like that.
For sure.
That's the best thing. What about you, Jason?
Well, I do
You
some
coach.
coaching, as
Yeah,
you mentioned.
yeah, for sure. So mention that. Bring that
so
up.
social media is, I'm not active there, but Savor Every Mile, that's my coaching gig.
Okay, Savor Every Mile.
So Savor Every Mile at gmail.com.
Okay.
That's where you can reach me. But honestly, same as these folks, I can't pump Trailhead Running Supply enough. The events that we do, like we put our heart into it. We do 4 events every week. And it's not because, like we don't have other things we can do.
Right.
But
lot of work.
it's because we want to create an environment that people get to come and share experiences.
I like that too a lot. How many people are you training right now?
Oh, I got about like eight
Eight?
on the roster.
Perfect,
So I like
yeah.
to be like 10 to 12. That's like
Yeah. So
anything
I was even
beyond
talking to Darren. I was like, I don't know anything about coaching, but if a coach has too many clients, then you're getting a watered down version of that person. You know what I mean? And I think 10 is ideal for coaching and under, and you're going to get the best of Jason. If it's a whole lot more than that, then you're going to start getting a watered down version of Jason the more and more are out there, So that's why I was just talking to Darren about that. That wasn't, I didn't know how many clients you had, but that was an image of, I was just assuming that you had 10 or under. And I was like, that's why I would focus Jason as a coach. If I wanted to coach, that I would probably use him as a run coach, especially here in the Metroplex. And then same with German, or my buddy Bam and Tyler. He has only a certain amount of people he coaches, under 10, and it's not a watered down situation of him. He takes all of them out and he tries to make every one of them elite as possible, So
Well, and what I would say to that is not every coach is the right coach for you.
yeah.
And so it's a two-way street as far as that goes. And we're pretty fortunate to have, especially in the trail and ultra space, some really, really solid coaches.
Yeah.
That know their stuff, that aren't giving cookie cutter training plans.
Right.
No two training plans should look
And-
alike.
and
because
I-
no two athletes are alike.
I mean, I don't pause for a second. I don't want to shit on anybody else that's here in the Metroplex.
Of course.
I think Greg's fantastic. I think Jen's fantastic. I think all of these coaches are fantastic. But when someone comes to me and asks me, who would you have as a coach? I would have picked you after my buddy German, But,
And this is not a paid endorsement
this is
by
not a
Savor
paid
Every
endorsement.
Mile
But,
LLC.
it's because of, just like you just said, not every coach is for you, And I wouldn't want a coach to just give me a plan and say, go to town. I'll look that up on the internet, man. I would like a coach that's focused on me. You know what I mean? And that's why that's why I was talking about a watered down version of somebody is they got too many people that they're trying to bring in,
And that's the story of our lives, right? Like everything can't be yes. We can't answer every opportunity.
Right.
But sometimes we got to answer the opportunity. We got to buy a $5 camera from a guy in Harlem. And man, that's going to be here for like forever, dude.
Yeah.
Like how many times do we walk by a life-affirming, life-changing moment and don't recognize it as such. And I don't think you knew it that day, but it started that day.
Yeah.
So I guess like I'm in a place right now where it's like what is out there and what is out there, man, the clues are already in there, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I like that. Just as a summary thought for me, which is, it's no joke. Like, if you keep the mystery in what you're doing, not even the goals, just keep the mystery. I mean, I swear, when I lined up today, I'm like, I have no idea how this is gonna go, and I feel good about it. You know, you know.
It always goes good. We just flow, you know. So I wanted to bring up something that I have in the near future, not that near, 2027. I'm looking in July 10th through the 30th. I want to put together.
I think I heard you talking.
Yeah. So I'm trying to put together a team of five runners, one alternate runner, and we want to run from. The name of this event is going to be. It's going to be a Conspiracy Ultra Relay, and it's a team of 5 runners, one alternate, and we're going to run from the JFK assassination grassy knoll all the way to Area 51. Is what we want to do. That's 1,300 and something miles. Each runner will do about 260 something miles. I want to have 2 cyclists that are going to be there, 2 motorcyclists that are going to check the path, ahead, make sure everything's in the route. Basically, I'm going to have one that's going to be a route specialist that's going to design the route, and then I want to. Hey, don't be sneaking off. I see y'all. and then 2 support vehicles, of course, and 2 motorcycles. I told you 2 motorcyclists. So that's my idea right now. But that's something that I'm looking to do in 2027. Is that right?
You said.
Is that what year? Is that what year it is? Right? Yeah, 2 years from now. Yeah. So that's something that's I've been brainstorming. And the way I came up with that thought was there's a Netflix special called Storming Area 51. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but it was some meme runner, some meme guy, and they were going to actually go drive to Area 51 and storm that military base. And the military had to prepare themselves, and they ended up spending like $11 million just for preparation for this meme guy, because he had all these followers, and they're all almost like storming the Capitol deal, But they were going to storm Area 51 because they thought that this government's lying to them. They want to see what the truth is behind there, So that's what gave me that idea, because I was like, I wonder if I could run from Dallas all the way to Area 51, And so that's where it's at.
The biggest conspiracies of
that's why it's the Conspiracy Ultra Relay. I like it. I like it. And I want to start like I'm not sure if you're familiar with the JFK assassination, but the guy that shot him, was it Oswald that shot him? Is that right, Oswald?
Depends on who you believe.
Barney did it.
But anyways.
Yeah, if he lives in Frisco, Barney, the big purple, I love you, you love me.
Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah. So anyways, Oswald, I think, ended up meeting with a mob at like Campese's. Are you familiar with Campese's? The Italian restaurants, right? Yeah. So I wanted to get like our food and
carb
loading at Campese's before we go to the grassy knoll and start the run.
That's stupid and awesome.
Stupid and awesome at the same time. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, we got a lot of ideas. Of course, they're just flying in this head right here. So eventually, I'll put it all together, and that should be solid. Anything else? Anybody? Going once, twice, 3 times. Man, thank you guys for
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yep, I appreciate y'all, and we're out.
Thank y'all. Dadgummit. Okay.
Oh, we got you there.